I do not see what is wrong with Honorable Dapamakpo's statement. One, this is a member of parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress, who always, ordinarily, will make some submissions, public, private, wherever, based on feedback he has gotten from his people. And it does not rule out that these people are also known Ghanaians.
Indeed.
The fact that he has got this concern from his party folks does not mean that when eventually the proposal is agreed, those who will be recruited will only be the NDC. In fact, it is not only those from South Dai, where he comes from.
True.
So I do not see what is wrong with this. In fact, let me put on record, and if I am challenged further, the NPP will not like this. Palgrave, during the 8 years tenure of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he willingly and recklessly ruled over leadership of various agencies where people were promoted without any qualifications. People even got jobs without a single certificate. Many brought fake certificates to institutions. Some are being investigated as I speak with you. At the right time, all these things will come out. There were people who had even 10 steps ahead of them. They were just handpicked and promoted, pushed in every place of work today as we speak. So when you say this on national TV, the very people who are watching are so discerning that you should not have the moral fiber to even talk about this. To talk about President Mahama being at a women conference, the vice president is on another equally important mission. And we all know that the president has that compassion for female advocacy. Unlike when President Nana Addo was in Canada, you remember the he for she statement he made me embarrassingly when that lady, young lady embarrassed him. And he lied on national television that he had recruited 5,000 volunteers for the he for she program in Ghana, which was a blatant falsehood by a sitting president on international TV. Please do not go there. President Mahama is not under any pressure to even appoint a substantive minister as we speak. You can speak as a security expert that based on A, B, C, D, you think that maybe the finance minister is too constrained, and that is agreed. But you see, leadership is what President Mahama is showing. There's a substantive deputy minister of that sector, I hope you are aware, who can play a lot of role and be reporting to the caretaker minister, my own comrade Broja Jemfi. President Mahama for the longest time has even functioned with 56 ministers. In fact, in the success of the 7 months that he was in office or so, he was operating with 56 ministers. And if now he's doing with 58 ministers, it is only to tell you that at a time when you were appointing 125 neonites who could not even handle this economy, it was just an avenue to dissipate the public purse. Now, I have, you see, the concern about this age limit thing, many are rushing into the argument. When you are recruited at the age of 25 or recruited at 30, at what age do you even retire? That should be the concern. Because if the age, I do not know the exact age, I think it's 25, and it also depends the category.
Right.
I mean, if we are talking about general soldiers recruitment, that is different. Now, I think they refer to it as commissioned officers and non-commissioned officers also. Now, if I am being recruited at 25, and they said we should now increase the age to maybe 35. At 35, are people not 35 and still in the military and still strong and firm?
But then they started from somewhere.
They started from somewhere, but you'll be given training. As we speak, National Service is having some collaboration with the military so that young men and women will do so. Many will finish school at the age of 40, 45, 30, 35. If they find themselves to even be in that category, what happens? You see, so I don't see anything wrong, sincerely. I have been in the cadet when I was in school, in the naval cadets when I was in secondary school. And age, there are some people you find to be 25, but somebody at 35 is even more stronger and firmer than you. It doesn't rule out the fact that when you are taken at 25 and I'm taken at 35, the only thing is that you who is taken at 35 have a shorter period to serve compared to that who has been taken at 25.
There are arguments about the rigidity of the training and how age is important in this
But
matter.
let's face facts. The true military, as we all know, even at 35, at 40, are still having that rigid training.
Because they started young.
No, you see, you can't take out the fact that, what are we trying to talk about? Unless we think that to be in the military, one only need to be youth and young, or to be maybe 18, 19 to 25. That is when you are so agile and all of that. But we all know that even at 30, at 35, you are. This is not in any way to even be supporting the argument. Whatever the decision is, I am all for it. It is Ghanaians we are talking about. And there are a lot of references to be made to other countries which that is the case. And it is a matter for the country to actually decide, or for the stakeholders who matter and take these decisions to look at. And so it is good these things are coming up. It is only when discussions like this come up, then we can be able to further elaborate to ascertain whether we should go that way or we should go maintain this way. Right. So I think, well, it is a call in the right direction. And maybe for decades, nobody has questioned even why we have had that age limit, why this is so, why that is so. But now that there are some concerns being raised, we may need to have a look at it. Because I think, is it Switzerland or one of the countries, I'm told, doesn't have an army. They said they don't feel that they are at anybody is coming to they have any enemy or
they have no threats.
Yeah, you get it. So it is based on current trends and all of that. A time will come when it was time for when the World War, when there was the World War, were they looking at this strict age limit? Almost everybody and anybody
was pushed in.
What is happening in Ukraine and Russia? The people they are recruiting into the military to go and fight, do they all have to be 25? So circumstances will determine what exactly could be the case. Some time back, retirement age was it 55 or so in some countries? It's 60 in some countries. It's 65. It's based on a lot of factors that will be looked at. So I think that there's absolutely nothing wrong. I don't even see it to be a political comment.
So there's a conversation that needs to be had.
It's just that people think that because the farmer, for instance, referenced what his constituents told him, he's representing the people. And when he says his constituents, he's not only referring to the NDC people, the MPP people there. The MPP didn't get zero in his constituency during the votes. So I think it's just a call in the right direction. And cannot be politicized at all.
To be fair, that there's room for enlistment of professionals who are above that age, say medical doctors.
I think that's the one they call the commissioned officers or so, and they are above, they take the 30s and 35 and all of that. So, you see, it is even a blanket statement, but everybody knows that it is referring to the non-commissioned officers, or what many will refer to as the soldiers, who are supposed to be battle ready and trained rigorously for battle.